Good morning, everyone. Welcome into Mornings with Loretta. And before the government shut down, 1 in 4 active military families already struggled to put food on the table. Now, as the shutdown drags into its 4th week, the crisis has deepened, as you can imagine, with food banks overwhelmed and families waiting anxiously to see if their next paycheck will arrive. Joining me today is Shannon Razsadin, CEO of Military Family Advisory Network, the national nonprofit leading the only large-scale direct response effort providing grocery assistance to military families during the shutdown. And we need to give her a round of applause. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you. And I know your team has got to be working around the clock to make things happen. What was it that you said to yourself? What was your motivation for starting MFAN?
Well, I'm a military spouse. My husband served 24 years in the Navy. And what we really saw was a gap in the understanding of what's happening in military families' lives and the ability to be agile and respond to those needs. And so that's where MFAN really came in as an organization. And this is one of those moments where we lean in. We're going to continue to lean in because these families do everything for us.
Amen to that, because it's a sacrifice for the entire family. So your organization data shows that 1 in 4 active duty family were already experiencing food insecurity. How has the shutdown made that even worse?
It's exacerbated the issue. And so we know that many Guard and Reserve families did not get the mid-month pay on October 15th. And now what we're seeing is the active force is not sure if that November 1st pay or November 15th pay is going to happen. And so we see for many military families, they're living on this bubble of just getting by, living paycheck to paycheck. And then with this uncertainty around pay, there's panic. People are understandably nervous about what might happen if they don't get that pay. And there are other complicating factors here, like stop move orders, for example. But we're hearing from service members who are deployed downrange, not sure if their pay is going to hit their bank accounts, and understandably nervous about if their spouses and their kiddos are going to have enough food to eat. And so as an organization, we leaned into the moment. We're going to continue to, and we're really hoping that other Americans will join us in this effort.
Oh my goodness. That just breaks my heart to talk about. And that's why I wanted to make sure we had this conversation, and any other time you need to come on to help you get the word out. So what are some of the ways that MFAN is responding to the crisis?
So in just 72 hours, 50,000 military families applied for emergency grocery support. So far, we've served around 5,000 of those households, giving them a week's worth of shelf-stable grocery items, as well as a grocery store gift card. We know that we need to do more. We can't do that alone. And so we are really counting on people to join us in this effort and to donate so that we can meet this need. These are families who put it all on the line for us every single day. And just for us as an organization, we couldn't wait to see what was going to happen, knowing that these families are struggling already. And so we're leaning in. We're going to continue to lean in. We're ready to deploy more support for families. And we're really just counting on everyone to join us if they're able to.
I want to just reiterate what you said. In 72 hours or so, over 50,000 military families requested emergency grocery support through your organization. And so you've already shipped about 4,000 boxes to about 4,000 families in all 50 states. What goes into making that happen, and how are you keeping up with the demand?
It's a Herculean effort, and to the entire team at MFAN, the best human beings that I've ever had the joy of working alongside. We just couldn't put our heads on the pillow at night, knowing that there were families who were struggling in this moment. And so we've had some corporate partners come alongside us, individual philanthropists, but there's so much more that we need to do. And so we're really hoping that this visibility that you're bringing to this will help get more people involved in this work. We're doing everything that we can, but we truly can't do it alone. And, we know that there are many Americans out there who are just asking, what can we do in this moment? Well, here's a tangible way that you can get involved and support.
That was definitely my question. And like you said, many Americans, even though we're going through a crisis as a nation, we still are that country who will rally, right, to help other Americans, other people that live in this country. So how can we, those who are watching, other fellow Americans, how can we help you help the military family, Shannon?
If you are able to donate, please visit combatmilitaryhunger.org. Every single dollar in will go to groceries for military families who are incredibly vulnerable right now. And so if you're able to donate, that's our primary need right now. And also just know that the military community is one of immense pride. And so for these men and women to ask for help, you know that they really need that support. And so if there are military families in your neighborhood, offer a little extra help, and don't wait for them to ask for that support, because that culture of pride can make it harder for people to ask for assistance. And so we know the need is real. We know that it's going to continue to grow. We don't know how long the shutdown is going to last, but we do know that we can do something about it. And that's why we've rallied.
Absolutely. And as someone who's leading this national response, this charge that you've taken on, Shannon, what message would you like to share directly to the military families watching this morning or later today who are feeling a little anxious and unseen or even forgotten in this moment? As you stated, they may not get a check the 1st or the 15th of November. So what can we say to just encourage and let them know we have their back like they had ours or continue to have ours?
Yeah, I get emotional. Frankly, the stories that we're hearing from families are gutting. And so to military families out there, know that we see you, we hear you, and we are doing everything that we possibly can to get you the help that you need. We're grateful for you, and we know you're counting on us, and we're going to do everything we possibly can to make sure you and your family can provide this most basic need of food for your family. So thank you for everything that you do, and we're going to keep fighting this fight.
I'm fighting back tears too. So I just want people to know, if they like to support Come Back Military Hunger Program or learn more about the military families work that Shannon is doing, visit MFAN.org. Every box, every donation, and every act of care makes a huge difference, especially now. So I just want to thank you so much, Shannon, for being our guest. I am personally going to go to your website and make a donation right now. And I'm hoping and praying that people that watch this will be moved as well and do the same. Thank you for the work you're doing.
Thank you, Loretta. Have a great day.
All right. Bye for now, Shannon.
Bye.
So that was one of the toughest shows I've had to do in a long time, because I know the need is real, and it was nothing these family did to be in this position. It is something that happened, right, that was out of their control. They have been there for us for countless years and even now. So I just want us to rally. There is no such thing as too small a gift. And of course, there's no such thing as too large a gift. So if you'll join me today and reach down in your heart and in your wallet, your Cash App, your Venmo, your Zelle, or whatever you can. And if you can do $25, that, it goes a lot when it's combined with another $5 or another $10. So I'm definitely going to go and make my donation now, but I don't want you to go too far, because I have another segment coming up, and we're talking to Gabe Saglia in Ireland. We're going to talk about the history and the traditions of Halloween, a little cheer, right? And at the same time, we are going to go to MFAN.org and make a donation. I don't care if it's $1. Just let them know, if I had more, I'd do more. But that dollar would go a million miles to helping people in need right now. And these are our military families who volunteer to protect and serve and make this sacrifice for us. Let's show them our support. All right, we'll be right back in just a moment. Don't go too far.